Hi there, my name's Terri Messenger and we have
Hello.
Elena here, and we're going to do a parts integration. Now, a parts integration is where a person has something going on in their life that they know they need to do and they want to achieve it. However, they tend to go in a different direction. So, for example, there's quite a lot of examples with people procrastinating, motivation, people who lack motivation. If they really know that they need to eat better, but they don't. People really know that they need to have better time management. However, they still go about their daily life in their old cycle. Well, the parts integration is about recognizing the unconscious and the conscious. So firstly, let's ascertain, what do you believe is the issue that you would like to balance today?
There is a decision that I've made in terms of what I would like to do, say, next year or in the next couple of years with my life. However, there is something within me that's not letting me fully focus on that, and that's sabotaging that decision and that goal and plans that I made to fulfill.
Okay.
And it's very weakening. It's like I'm feeling torn between two things, and it's not helping.
Yes, I can understand that. So there is a goal that you want to achieve next year, and you know that you would like to focus on it. However, you keep getting taken away from it, and you feel that it's weakening to where you want to go. All right, now show me which hand, because there is two sides here. There's the unconscious part and there's the conscious part. Now, at a conscious level, that is what people bring their issues to the forum for. They decide, I really want to change something, but it's a bit like a New Year's resolution where people say they want to lose weight or they want to do a certain goal. However, it doesn't come to fruition simply because the unconscious mind is running a different program. So firstly, show me the hand of where you want to focus and go forward positively in the future.
It's here. It's interesting. I'm talking to you and I have this whole part. It's like I'm split personality. This one is energetic and wants to move forward, while this one is cloudy, foggy, and I have a headache in that area.
Wow, that is
was
really
just evolving as
super
we were
amazing.
talking.
Yes, and that's super amazing.
Super pleasant though.
It's not super pleasant, but it's great. It's exciting for me because Elena is NLP trained. There is definitely a process where her unconscious mind really taps into this stuff, and so you may find that you process super fast. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is show me the hand where it brings you back, the weaker part.
This one.
That's that hand. Okay. I want you to have a look at that hand and recognize that that's the part that's been pulling you back. That's the part that's been the weaker side. Okay. How does it behave? What are some of the things, what are some of the behaviors when you're being pulled back?
It is the sense of me being busy, not having, like, very running out of time, very little time, very busy and very anxious at the same time. Stressed, like tense and...
Okay, so there's a sense of busyness, running out of time, and there's so many issues that are around time, and as a result of this busyness and running out of time, it causes you stress and anxious. Is that what you just said? Okay, cool. So that is how you get distracted. Is that right? Is that the distraction that you believe takes you away from the other side? Is that how you behave?
Yeah, that's also the behavior that tells me that currently this has to be done. It's like I have to do it. So it's a little bit like a Cinderella story. So you can go and have your go to the ball and make your own dress after you finished all of that, and this is never-ending list.
Well, I could have a field day with that metaphor, because, you know, if we weren't doing that, I would be doing a timeline therapy and finding out where the Cinderella story came from. So now with regards to this, if we work directly in that part, I want you to think about the anxious, busy Yeliana. That's the part that plays that side. So it's almost like a stage production. If you looked at it, you could see yourself, you could notice how you act, you could even tap into the way that you felt. Now what I want you to do is I want you to know that there has been a reason for that. There has been a reason for that, and the high intention, if you are so busy, if you are so stressed, and if you are so anxious, what would be the high intention of you having those distractions?
That's what I know how to do.
It's
so there
what you
is,
know.
it's like if I do this, then I'll get the result that I know I will get.
Okay, so there's a sense that because it's something you know, it's true though, the unconscious does work with familiarity, it likes familiarity, and it does do a Google search, and it can only bring up what it knows. That's the whole situation really, it can only bring up what it knows. You can learn something different on this side. This is the realistic, logical side, where you did learn once upon a time how to speak. You did learn once upon a time how to walk and how to talk, and you know, you did consciously need to do that. But now look at you, you can just walk, you can just talk, you can just read, and you can just write. So this is going to be something that you need to understand, that this is what you knew. And what was the benefit of doing something that you know?
It's safe.
Safe. Okay, so it's safe. And when you think of doing something that you know and you feel safe, which human need do you think it would fulfill? Love and connection, important significance, or certainty?
Certainty.
Certainty. Okay, I just thought I'd do a bit of an Anthony Robbins there, so that tells me that there is a very strong desire. So that's going to be an answer for a lot of things in your life, okay? So really, because of the certainty, you put yourself into a position where you're not so certain. But at least you know. Do you see what I'm saying? So now that you know that you did that because you knew, and knowing what you know equals certainty, however, really what you need to do is acknowledge that that was the high intention. Safety, certainty, and what you know. Okay? All right.
It's also keeping, no, it's about safe, it's keeping alive, keeping me alive.
Keeping
So
you
it's like
alive.
global protection.
Global protection, all the human needs, you know, you can't get better than that. Now let's have a look at the other hand. So on the other hand, you have this new, yes, you can relax that one. You have this whole new focus of where you want to go. The things you know that you really, really, really want to do. And what do you need to be able to get there?
I need certainty. I need to know that how the path I have chosen will be will unroll, and how it will put itself together. Now it's more like a decision that I've made without clear understanding of how exactly it will work, and what are the possibilities there even. Like, I just made a commitment that no matter what I wanted, but there is.
Awesome. So there is that decision. I'm hearing decision. Decision is certainty too, because when a person makes a decision, they become certain. And we did a technique with Yeliana a few weeks ago about making decision and looking at two different kind of timelines. So that sort of serves you in, you made a decision, certainty. And that certainty, what does that feel like? If you have this new way going forward for the future, where there's certainty with this new decision, how does that feel?
It feels light and it feels free, and powerful. It's like
Powerful.
combined knowing what to do, how to do it, with knowing why I want to do it.
Okay.
It's-
And again,
it's
the
more-
word knowing came up. So again, the word, if you listen linguistically to people's words, you will catch the gold nuggets. The ultimate word that I'm hearing from you is know. It's what you know over here. It's what you know over here as well. It's also certainty, and it's also certainty. Okay, I wonder if, Eliana, I can get you to face these two hands together. Now, what you've got to understand is that you are in a position where you are aligning yourself to recognize that this side was your unconscious part that was really just wanting to keep you safe, that was globally wanting to do something to protect you, that really was about pulling up what you knew that you felt safe with, because that gave you certainty. And I'm sure that you would probably agree that certainty feels what for you? When you feel certain, knowing,
Empowering.
yeah, okay.
It's
So-
like strong. It's strong feeling. Well, this is weak.
Yep,
Like that.
yep. So the certainty, so it sounds like you wanted the certainty. That was the only reason your unconscious mind was doing that. So having brought up what it knew, it wanted that certainty. I know, it makes your head do Fruit Loops. That's supposed to happen.
I'm feeling nauseous now.
Yeah, that it does. It definitely does, because there's so much going on. So all of the things that, all of those things you were doing, and all that anxiety, and all of that stress, and all that busyness, was to serve you for something that the unconscious mind was familiar with, which is what you knew, which is certainty. And when you think about certainty, you think in terms of how powerful that is and how light and free that is. On the other hand, when you think about this decision and what you want to attain for your life and the fact you really want to get there, the only thing that was holding you back was this. However, what if I told you that the only reason that side was doing that side was to keep you safe and for certainty, and ultimately, if this side is looking for the future and seeing that, and ultimately it fulfills you in certainty and assists you with power and freedom, I wonder if these two sides can talk to each other. I wonder if this side can even thank this side. Can you imagine this side acknowledging this side and saying, hey, you know what? You want the same thing as me. I'm going to ask you the question, do you believe that really at an unconscious level, as a practitioner, knowing what you know, that really this was about certainty and just what you knew, and that was the only reason?
There is also the part is pleasing personality. Well, this one stands for itself, like
Okay.
for what is important for me. This one takes care of what is important for others.
Okay, so again,
what others made me do, because
yep,
me trying to fulfill that obligation.
sure. Do you think you may have had an unconscious desire to only do that because you thought that there was going to be something that would give you certainty? As in pleasing?
It's also the love and
Love and
connection.
Okay.
Because it's, if I do what people, like close people, want me to do, then
Yep.
they will like me for that.
Okay.
While now I'm realizing that if I do what I meant to do, what I need to do, then they will respect and love me for that.
Wow. So in actual fact, there's two things in common now. There's certainty and there's love and connection. Was that side, now if you were told that you were going to a destination and you'd never been there before and you really wanted to go there, and you took the wrong route, you took the wrong road, so it took you twice as long, but then somebody said, hey, Like today, okay, fancy that.
I was running 15 minutes because I took the wrong
Well, what a coincidence. I seem to always nail those sort of things. So in this story, what if I had told you, hey, Yeliana, go this way instead? If you go that way, it's going to take you to where you want to go, and you're still going to reach the same destiny. Ultimately, you're going to have the same outcome. Would you take the shortcut, or would you take the way that's going to get lost and confused? Would you take the way that you would take you there ultimately? Which way would be?
I'll consider your option.
Okay.
I may choose it.
Okay. So what would you rather? Would you rather to have the road that's going to take you directly there, or would you rather get lost and...
Funny enough, if that was the real case scenario, I would follow your route if you gave me the map or GPS.
Okay.
So that I not get lost, because I often not taking the new road.
Yeah.
Because I afraid of making mess of it. Say somebody said, oh, there is a shortcut, but then I followed the shortcut and I ended up spending more time as a result, because I took the wrong turn somewhere.
So what if you knew you could take the right turn?
So if I knew the right turn, I would follow the suggested route.
Yeah. So you definitely would want to get to the right place in the right time.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I just thought I'd better check. So on the other side, if you got lost and took a wrong turn and turned up after getting lost and late, and knew the next time the right way, which way would you want to take? The way you got lost?
No, the right one.
The right way, okay. So what if I told you both of these want to arrive at the same destination? Both of them want certainty. Both of them want love and connection.
And respect.
Both of them
they want everything.
So both of them want respect. So which way do you think that side could acknowledge that side?
It can, yeah. In a way that this side did the best it could do with what is it, because this wasn't there in the first place.
Yeah.
Was it somewhere?
Yeah. So this wasn't there, and if you didn't know, it's like when you didn't know how to perhaps speak. You didn't know what you didn't know, but then the moment you learnt how to speak, maybe you may have learnt a word wrong. But if somebody corrected you with that word, then once you knew the word, would you go back to saying the word deliberately wrong? No, you wouldn't. It's like learning to drive a car. So what if I told you it's the same situation on this hand? If they both want to go to the same place, if they both want certainty, they both want love, they both want respect, which way is going to be and the best way? And can this hand actually acknowledge this hand? Because this side was really only doing what it knew. But now this side has got a new way. What do you think?
Yeah, this side can acknowledge this side in terms of it may have the knowledge that this didn't have before.
So what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes and allow those two parts to just speak to each other. Just acknowledge that once upon a time you were doing things this way. And the only reason you were doing things this way is because that's what you knew to do. And you were doing that because of certainty. You were doing that because that's what you knew. You were doing that because it was a familiar place. But then all of a sudden you realise that this is the new focus. And because this is the new focus, this has a nice, easy path forward. So they look at each other, and as you can see, that this hand here can look at this hand, and as it looks at this hand, it can begin to know that sooner or later they may be able to talk, collaborate, integrate, like making a deal, understanding, acknowledging. And as you just allow that to happen, you see with a parts integration, it's really understanding that the unconscious...
Like they're magnetically drawn to each other, isn't it?
Yes, magnetically drawn together. The unconscious is learning a whole new way. And as that brings the two together, what you'll find is that all the integration between the two will allow you now to know that you can take this new path. The easy path, the straight path, the path that will take you directly, because you know now. Just like when you learn to speak that language. Just like when you learn to drive a car. And once you know how to drive, you'll always drive the right way. Now, as you can see, Eliana has brought those two parts, and you can see there's a bit of a relaxation and a sigh. And when you're ready, just bring that into your body so you can integrate that and allow that to take its place. So there we have a parts integration. And just breathe a nice deep breath in, and that parts integration allows the unconscious to learn the new way. Now let's just do a future pace. That means ensuring that this is right. So what's going to be the benefit for you, Yeliana, now that you have understood what the old issue was and what the new focus will be, and the fact that you're now going to go forward into the future? If you could see yourself in 2017 actively being able to do those things that you so want, what's going to be the benefit for you?
I'll achieve them, what I said to achieve.
Excellent. And what will you actually see yourself doing? What sort of things will you see yourself doing?
Things that I like to do,
Yeah.
that energize me, that
Yeah.
when I do I feel great rather than something else.
Yeah, okay.
And that
So
I want to do more, and it comes with ease.
awesome. So you'll be able to do something that that energizes you. And of course, whenever you're doing what you love to do, that does energize you. I know that so well myself. So what's the benefit of you feeling great and feeling focused and energizing and being able to go forward in this new way, this new, whole new system? What's the benefit?
I'll live more meaningful life, and I will make a bigger impact in the right way, in the way that I meant to make on
Fantastic.
people's life and just in general.
So you'll make a bigger impact in people's life.
And,
Wow.
and I'll have the acknowledgement and that
Yep.
love and respect that I think I deserve.
Fantastic. So you'll have the love, the respect, and you'll feel that great energy. Well, that's got to be a good thing.
And
So
I'll figure out the process, how it works, because
yeah.
previously I didn't know how it works. So as a
Okay.
result of me taking action and doing it, I will
Yes.
know
Okay.
how it works with like all of the mechanics.
Fantastic. So now that's going to bring me to my next segment. If you subscribe to this or go to our website on www.myschoolofnlp.com.au, you will catch up on our next segment, which will be on how to create a 6-step plan to move forward into the future of your dreams. So stay tuned for next time and catch up with us. And that's all for now. So I hope you've enjoyed this segment. How are you feeling?
Great.
Awesome.
My headache is gone.
Oh, fantastic.
The nauseous feeling is gone.
Yep.
Good. Thank you, Terri.
You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.